of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
May I ask you about...
Of course.
Very well. No need to race now, my friend.
Oh, spout or
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and am trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends. Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Please tell me you didn't take it. But perhaps it's been here all along.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. but we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man, but even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What does he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it out for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering...
I would love nothing. As for Rosie's letter...
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends. Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Revelio. Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Oh, tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprised Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty. It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there. Natty must be around here somewhere. Revelio. Revelio. Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Revelio. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward. Accio! Hidden door. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. I'd better be sure I'm not seen. Revelio.
Using that girl as bait. Someone's coming for her. We ought to just kill her.
All I said, her friend had been referencing her. He wants alive.
Only a Hogwarts student would be arrogant enough to come in.
Accio! Accio! Descendo!
Expulso!
Glacius! Accio! Defender! Confringo!
Expulso!
Accio!
Expulso!
Get back here, alright?
Confringo!
You're on the left!
Accio! Defender! Glacius!
Expulso, carry Reducto!
Accio! Confringo! Glacius! Defender!
Head in the clouds! Reducto!
Accio!
Big talking with your skills on! Expulso!
Accio!
You'll feel that tomorrow! Expulso! You are foolish for me!
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. I'd better be sure I'm not seen. Revelio! Accio! Accio. Confringo. Defender.
Time for a lead, did ya?
Confringo. Glacius. Defender.
Wanna look?
Glacius. Confringo. Accio.
You have.
Defender. Confringo.
Now, this expulsion.
Accio. Glacius.
Quite conductive, aren't we?
Confringo. Defender.
Expulsion. Ha! Dependent. What are your thoughts on
Confringo.
expulsion?
Glacius.
Expulsion.
Confringo. Revelio. Accio.
My eyes closer. Best to be sure.
Confringo. Glacius.
Just warming up.
Protego. Defender. Confringo. Confringo.
You're going to regret that.
Revelio. The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back. Revelio. Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it. Accio. Glacius. Defender. Confringo.
Better be a beast.
Glacius. Confringo. Defender.
Expulsion. Might want to look up.
Confringo.
Expulsion. Expulsion. Quite conductive, aren't we? There'll be more of that.
Confringo. Defender.
Flash of inspiration. Expulsion. Expulsion. What are your thoughts on electricity? Expulsion. I quit now. One still alive. Death from above.
Confringo. Glacius. Defender. Nobody will believe I defeated another. Revelio. Natty must be here somewhere. Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find yours together once you're out of there.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or as quickly, and we cannot risk detection.
I shall do my best. Any idea where it might be?
It's nearby. I can sense it.
Understood. I'll find it.
Your friend Natty was not able to sense
Revelio.
It must be your place.
Mr. Rabe's wand could be in there. Revelio. Alohomora. If Natty couldn't summon Mr. Rabe's wand from her cell, it must be Mr. Rabe's wand. He'll be glad to have this back. Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
Revelio.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
Yes, officer. Do you have enough evidence to take down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot?
Well, it's certainly a good start. We shall see. But you can leave this to me now. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
Anna's getting worse. If there is any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of Feldcroft, near the catacomb.
I think I know how and where to approach the centaurs about protecting the Snidgets. Meet me in the Forbidden Forest.
The Ashwinders have ceased pestering me. I suspect that's your doing. Thank you from me and Rosie both. We're just leaving for our honeymoon after we tell Mr. Hill of our recent marriage. Wish me luck.
Thank you again for delivering those potions to Madame Lawing. Saved me a lot of time and trouble. A wise decision. Thank you. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
There's Ollivanders. I hope he can help me craft the Keeper's wand. Revelio! Hello, Mr. Ollivander. I wondered if you might be able to help me with something.
Yes. Professor Figgs sent an owl informing me that you'd be coming. He was a bit cryptic, said you need to have a special wand crafted, that you'd bring me the materials.
Yes, sir. I have them here.
Oh, my. How extraordinary. Remarkable design. I will be honest, I have never crafted a wand in this fashion. Repaired broken wands, of course, but this is something else entirely. Keeping me on my toes, aren't you? I think I can work with what you've brought me. Let me see what I can do. It is done. I should warn you, I've never seen a wand like this before. My suspicion, as Professor Fig implied in his letter, is that it serves a unique purpose. I doubt you shall find much use for it otherwise.
I understand. Thank you, sir.
I'm afraid you're on your own. I've ensured that we have a moment to ourselves. Oh, come, come. No need for such theatrics. In light of what Ranrock now knows, you must agree that our interests are aligned.
Our interests will never be aligned.
You would let goblins take what is rightfully ours? The final repository belongs to wizard kind. We would be fools not to work together. What's that you've got there? Might this sudden visit to the Wand Maker have something to do with our mutual pursuit?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
That repository is my birthright!
Charles Rookwood wouldn't have wanted you near it.
The arrogance. Should have known better than to try and reason with a child. I've always said, children should be seen and not heard.
Revelio.
You should...
Accio.
Another pitiful beast caught in my trap. Rookwoods don't go down easy.
Confringo. Accio. Defender. Accio. Confringo. Defender.
Incendia! You will pay for that.
Huh?
Look what you've done! You paid for that.
Confringo. Defender. Places.
How steady, little Neasel!
Might want to look up. Impressive.
Accio.
Never had a time.
I don't like the looks of that encampment.
Allow me to put
Allow to the slaughter. Incendio!
Ah, how delightful.
You will not survive this fight!
Incendio! Confringo. Defender. Places.
Made a grave mistake.
Accio.
This.
Confringo. Places.
I'll have chilblains after this.
Accio.
Confringo! Glacier! That's just the beginning! Defender! This was quite conductive! Accio!
Levioso! Stop that!
Flash of inspiration! Glacier! Accio! Confringo! Defender!
Still!
You're going to regret that! To your knees! Accio! What are your thoughts on electricity? Expulsion! Confringo! No more happy days for you! Death from above! Accio! Finger! Confringo! Might want to look Accio! I'm just warming up! Glacier! Defender!
You die.
Look alive!
Accio! Confringo! Glacier!
Now, it's become personal.
I've never seen such magic. Accio! Confringo! Glaciers! You're only delaying the inevitable! Accio! Confringo! You're no match for me. Glaciers! Had enough? Defender! Confringo! Agile thing, aren't you? Coward! Accio! Confringo! Glacier! Defender! You're going to regret that! What? Huh? Confringo! Glacier! Accio!
You should have joined me.
Abracadabra!
We delayed the inevitable.
Another pitiful beast caught in my trap. Confringo! Glacier!
Oh, what's the lot?
Accio! Glacier! No! Accio! Confringo! Defender! Glaciers!
What's that?
Accio! Confringo! Glaciers! Rookwoods don't go down easy! Accio! Look what we've done! Accio!
You're gonna regret coming here.
You're no match for me. Accio! Defender! Confringo!
Learn that in first year, did ya?
Your affairs in order.
Glaciers!
Better luck next time.
Accio! Glaciers! Confringo! Defender!
Did I hurt you?
you hold still.
You dog.
No. Accio. Confringo. Glacius. Accio. Confringo. Defendo. Glacius. Confringo. Glacius.
Still no match for me.
Incendio! Confringo! Glacius! Accio! Confringo! Confringo! Glacius! Defendo! Defender! Confringo! I can't believe it. Rookwood's reign is finally over. I'll need to send an L to Natty right away. For now, though, I need to get back to the map chamber and tell Fig what happened. Revelio. Looks rather dark in there. Never stopped me before.
You're here. Good.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned...
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do. I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb. I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
Revelio. Accio. Confringo. Glacius! Defender! Cambio! Accio! Confringo! Descendo! Defender! Glacius! Fringo! At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb was...
Confringo! Yeah, spiders aren't insects. Accio! Opening all of these is tempting. Revelio. Accio!
We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified.
Revelio. Confringo.
This room is taller than it looks.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio.
Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant.
Bombarda!
Now this is the
Revelio.
sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd. There's something here by the altar.
What did you find?
Accio! Confringo! Defender! Bombarda! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Bombarda! Revelio! Bombarda! We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do. Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced the space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades, I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperius Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined. Look, bones stacked oddly on either side of this archway.
Leave no stone unturned. Or in this case, no bone.
Bombarda! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
This archway's been barricaded. We can find a way through.
Revelio. We're in the tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
You've done it! I knew we'd get through. I felt it in my bones.
Nice.
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperius Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. You have a lot at stake. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master. There we go. Something troubling ahead.
Revelio.
Accio. Confringo. Accio. Accio. Bombarda. Confringo. Defendo. Accio. Confringo. Defendo. Accio. Confringo. Sendo. Bombarda. Leviosa. Defendo. Accio. Confringo. Defendo. Bombarda. Accio. Confringo. Confringo. Defendo. Bombarda. Confringo. Accio. Confringo. Defendo. Confringo. Bombarda.
Never knew spiders could make such a mess.
Bit dramatic, isn't it?
Confringo. Accio. Confringo. Defendo. Bombarda. Confringo.
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should
Accio.
be...
Wingardium.
How gracious of you.
Accio.
I try. That worked. Keep going.
Accio. Revelio. Accio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
You are head and shoulders above these bones.